Happy Tuesday, Channel Surfers.
Hey, everybody.
90 Day Hunt for Love, one of my favorite days of the week. Now, this is season 1, episode 12, The Boy Who Painted Her Like a French Girl. What did you think that meant, Dee?
Well, even though it's Tuesday, I'm having another Monday in my brain. So it took me 2 or 3 times. I kept wanting to say The Boy Who Painted Her Like a French Whore.
I don't know what any of it means. I know that in Titanic, Leo painted Kate Winslet like a French girl. What is painting somebody like a French girl? Like, was Mona Lisa French?
Maybe. I can't remember. I'm not sure.
All right. Art aficionados, come at us. Let us know what painting someone like a French girl is, because it's just confusion for me.
And double confusion for me because I can't even read the title right.
Maybe we'll understand it in this episode. Let's watch it.
Remote reality, yeah, that's the key. Unlocking stories wild and free. With the host, side by side. Channel surfers, let's ride.
So last episode, we picked up with a very, very scared Carlo coming into Tiffany's room because he needed to have a little conversation with her. And wow, he must be terrified because this conversation was all over the place. He sits her down. He's like, all right. He's scared.
I would be scared if I was him.
I would too. I mean, you've seen what she did to Jenn and Rob.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
But Carlo starts with, we didn't meet up last night. Is that blaming Tiffany for what's about to come out of his mouth? If we had met up, then maybe this wouldn't have happened.
Yeah, it kind of starts that way. If I'm not mistaken, wasn't she on the date with Jay at this point?
Oh.
Wasn't that the date with last episode, the date with Jay?
Well, I guess if she just had told Jay no, this is all her fault. Well, not all her fault, because then he names a bunch of people that were with him. He starts with Cole and then Elise and just shoots off a bunch of people. This is the most indirect, beat around the bush way of explaining to Tiffany what the hell happened last night.
Well, and before he even tells her, he's got to throw in the fact, we've done a lot of drinking. That's always got to be thrown in there.
So are we blaming the drinking? Like, you just made this girl your girlfriend. And maybe he realizes that because it's like he tries to reel it back in a little bit. He says, I wasn't mad about it. I mean, just the way this is all coming out, I get what he's trying to say. I get that he's scared as shit, but it's coming off weird, dude. It's coming off weird.
Well, she's just as confused as us because she's like, what do you mean you're not mad about it? What's that even mean?
He never says, though, that, okay, we're exclusive now.
No, he's not gotten to that yet at all.
In fact, he says, I thought it was us until last night. So, I mean, talk about 180.
Yeah. What else and I know Elise is not the type of girl, you would take home to your mom.
Yeah. So Tiffany, she's not going to give him anything off of her. She's just like, okay, well, it seems like she's right for you. First of all, that's giving something. That's not giving nothing.
And he had such a confused look on his face, too, when she was like, I think the two of you are really good together.
Because she's that girl. That's condescending AF.
No kidding.
And why are we back on the Madonna, virginal? You have 2 kids with 2 different guys. You know what sex is. It's not like you have never succumbed to your bodily desires. So stop shaming everybody else.
Yeah, this is just getting ridiculous, all of it.
It's so ridiculous. But that's how it ends. I didn't hate it. And Tiffany just kind of shaming them and then going into diary room and saying, I didn't think he was that kind of guy. What kind of guy? He wasn't asexual?
That he wouldn't be that impulsive. That's what she said. That he wouldn't be that impulsive.
He's single. You're all single. You're all here getting to know people. You have been twisting his head around so much that he's over there talking to Elise, getting closer to her.
And I really thought him and Elise looked good together last episode.
Too.
I thought they looked really cute together. He looked happy. And he told Tiffany that. He said, when he said he wasn't mad. He's like, I woke up this morning. I wasn't mad. I was happy about it.
No, but in Tiffany's mind, it makes more sense to take this guy who isn't even sure that he wants to be with someone that has kids and change him and keep him for herself, along with her 3 other guys, instead of just graciously saying this isn't right and letting him go find someone who is right for him. Mm-hmm. We're not doing it graciously. We're shaming him.
I think she's probably upset because last episode she was saying she was ready to commit just to him, like have an exclusive with him. And then he shows up to tell her that he's hooked up with Elise. So, yeah, she's butthurt big time right now.
That's a sore booty right there.
Mm-hmm.
So then we go into Courtney and Joe. They're hanging out. They're like, what the heck's going on out there? It looks like it's heating up. Courtney starts talking about her feet pics. My feet are cuter than hers. What the heck? Her toes curled up.
Yeah, she was telling Joe how cute his feet were and that he, should be doing the pics with her feet. So she's got them like the feet cuddling up on the bed or something. And we see her feet. And you're right. Your feet are cuter than hers.
So are yours.
But she's got a side gig going on here. She's going around and telling everybody that they have cute feet, trying to get them to do the pics through her link because she can get a commission on all of them. Smart.
Maybe they
smart,
do all
not hard.
Feet. I don't know. Still, mine are cute and they're not all curled up like hers.
Well, you know how I am about feet. I think feet are the ugliest parts of our body. So,
but you notice when somebody has nice.
I notice when somebody has cute feet because most of the time they're very ugly.
I don't even notice. I don't know. Probably my bad vision. I probably can't really see the ground that well.
Well, I can't see 2 feet in front of me anymore.
So Tiffany's up on her rumors again that Elise is hooking up with other people the same day.
Mm-hmm. And she told him that. That's what she told Carlo.
She said to his face, I don't think you're the first person she hooked up with that day. Okay, now I'm starting to believe that maybe Tiffany started this shit, not Cole, or they are the exact same person.
Well, I was just getting ready to say Tiffany is just taking a page completely out of Cole's book. She sounds exactly like Cole does when it comes to Jenn and Rob.
Not a good look, Tiff. Not a good look.
Mm-mm.
The slut shaming that she is doing. And Carlo says, I don't think she's slutty. Like, I've gotten to know her. I disagree with your view on her. And he's like, and we're exclusive now. And he leaves. And Tiffany sits down on the bed with Joe and Courtney. And Courtney is saying she like makes out with everybody. Okay, she made out with Rob. Who else? Have we seen her make out with anybody else?
I haven't seen her making out with anybody else. I mean, we've seen her and Tim trying to, I think, make a connection. But I think in Elise's mind, Tim is just a friend. Tim was the one that was interested in going and having a relationship with Elise and kind of like, filling that out. But she never kissed him. I've never seen her kiss anybody but Rob.
Who cares? Let's set the expectation here. They're all single. And then Joe's going, you can't wife somebody like Elise. Okay, Joe, you're 23? You're not ready to wife anybody. When you're single, be single. Don't sit there and commit to somebody without any sort of commitment back.
Well, and then
you're not in a exclusive relationship. You're not in an exclusive relationship, especially when you are on a show that's about dating a bunch of people.
Well, that's what I was
This
getting
is
ready.
ridiculous.
That's what I was getting ready to say. Tiffany makes the comment that, they're there to learn a lesson and let Elise be Carlo's lesson. And I'm thinking, no, you're not there to learn anything or get any lessons. This is a dating show. This is hunt for love. It's not about hunt for lessons to learn.
Well, if it's hunt for lessons to learn, somebody needs to teach Tiffany some lessons because this woman cannot get it right.
If it's hunt for lessons to learn, I think just about everybody on this show has something to learn when it comes to
we all have something to learn.
I mean, it's just ridiculous the interactions that we're seeing sometimes. They literally say some stupid shit. Like, I'm just sitting here mind blown, like, what just happened?
I know. I'm at a loss for words. I'm at a loss for words, except Tiffany, look in a mirror, do some work on yourself. Look, if the guy has found somebody else and he already told you you're probably not his type, accept that, move on. 2 other guys there that are interested. That's not all the guys in the world either. So, like, why do you want to be with somebody so bad that has told you, I don't even know if this is going to work because of like a pretty serious thing in your life that you're not going to change or get rid of, your kids? And then is telling you he didn't regret hooking up with someone else. And he's single. Let him. I don't know what to say. Jeez, she's getting on my nerves.
It's getting on my last one. I'm all ready for a glass of wine. Seriously.
Throw in Tiffany's face.
Yeah, let's just take a break and we'll drink through the rest of this episode.
So we go to Tim and May's date, and they're looking at the constellations, and May says, do you know what constellations are? And Tim goes, huh. Do you think he doesn't know what constellations are, or do you think he's just an old man and couldn't hear her?
It could go either way, honestly. He definitely didn't know how to work the telescope.
No, he did not. And she said that he needs to be more scientific and learn how to use the telescope. And then they go into some real scientific stuff where she holds his hands and I guess reads his vibes, his energy.
He asked her, I think, what she does. And she said she was a spiritual coach. And she said, you want me to show you? And she's like holding his hands. And she starts telling him that he has like this warrior vibe, and she sees weaponry, and she mentions like a bow and arrow, and he's just like,
it needs to be more scientific. So let's get spiritual.
Yeah, he was mind blown. He was like, "How did she know a bow and arrow is like the first thing that my mom ever got me?"
But they seem to be vibing really well. They got a second date out of it. When was the last time you used a telescope?
Oh my gosh. I can't tell you. I think I bought one for my kids when they were like in junior high.
We've got one at the beach that we used to look at crabs in the water.
Not the sky. Not even you.
No, not the sky. Just the little crabs like running around during low tide in the marsh, in the salt marsh. It's the last time I used a telescope.
Yeah, it's probably been 15, 20 years for me.
So let's be fair. It's probably been a while for Tim.
Oh, absolutely.
Tiffany and Chantel are talking about everybody else on the beach. And Tiffany explains that Carlo hooked up with Elise. And then she says, look, I'm 33. I get it. We're all here to date people. And that's fine. They do it their way. I'll do it my way. No judgment. But then like total judgment about their way of doing it. I didn't think that he would go for someone like that. Or like, what's your way of doing it, Tiffany? Like you kissed Jay. He asked you to. I don't think you would have if he didn't ask. Are you just not going to test drive any of these cars? We're just going to blindly go in and just pick one of these dudes and hope there's chemistry?
Well, I mean, we've been watching her for the last few episodes talking about Rocky. I mean, she's always had like this thing for Rocky.
Does she not want to kiss them, or does she think it's healthy that she's denying those desires?
I think maybe it's just trying to portray a specific image, maybe. I personally don't see anything wrong with kissing. Just kiss them. It's the fastest way you're going to find out if there's any chemistry.
I mean, I was like a kissing whore.
I know. I remember the hot dog guy at the Myrtle Beach.
Hey. I was very drunk and I did not remember that. That's a story for another day.
I think at the end of the day, Tiffany's feelings are more than just hurt. I think that she is jealous or envious or something. There's something going on. She is just trash talking Elise left and right to anybody that'll listen.
Any woman that's getting attention on this island is getting trash talk.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was the same with Jenn. Yeah, you're right. Any woman on this island that's getting attention other than her is getting trash talk.
She's 33 and she sees it all, but she doesn't see that part.
I'm just really surprised because I really liked Tiffany in the beginning, and this kind of behavior is just like, oh gosh, awful. Like I would not want to. I wouldn't want to be friends with her.
I mean, I wouldn't care. She can go off. I wouldn't keep my mouth shut either. I wouldn't be sitting there like Chantel. Going,
well, yeah,
okay,
but
you're right. I would be like, girl, you're right. We are here to date other people. They're doing it their way. That's not your way. So maybe that's not the right person. If you guys aren't doing this the same way, then go find the guy who's sitting there waiting to kiss when he's exclusive.
Yeah. It just, as far as being friends with her, I would be like, what does she say about me when I'm not around? That kind of attitude would be my thoughts. So I just would not, I'm not saying I wouldn't be friends. I would not be a close friend with Tiffany.
I'm really starting to wonder if Cole heard this rumor from Tiffany based on what's happening right now.
It's a possibility.
I did not think so, but
they both are.
She talks out of both sides of her mouth.
Yeah, but they both exhibit the same types of behavior, Cole and Tiffany.
Of course.
When they're not getting their way.
This show wouldn't be exciting at all without this kind of drama. And the editors know that. So we don't know what's getting twisted around, what we're seeing, what we're not seeing.
Right.
She could be an absolutely beautiful and amazing person. And we've seen that side of her, to be fair. So like, no hate, but this edit of her, I mean, she just looks like crap in it.
Yeah, they're doing a number on her this episode.
They're going for her.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to the guys and telling them that he hooked up with Elise. And he says what I said as soon as we saw the end of last episode, which is he thought that was his only option. And now he's having second guesses about it. I thought they moved a little bit fast into exclusivity. They were just, even though they went quickly into getting to know each other, to commit to that without continuing to get to know each other, that doesn't necessarily mean that's good either. I think that's where these questions are coming from. He knows that she's good in bed. He knows that he could F all night, but he might also be asking more questions about her. He needs to get to know her, but at this point, he's exclusive.
I don't think Elise left him a choice. I think that she kind of pushed for that last episode.
She did. She did. And just because he agrees to it doesn't mean he's feeling it.
Right.
You guys should
Obviously.
have that conversation together, not one-sided.
Right. Obviously, he's already talking about regretting that decision. So
yeah, he's uncertain, which makes sense. Dude, 24 hours ago, he thought Tiffany was right, which is what I said. 24 hours ago, Tiffany was 100% it. And now you are exclusive with Elise. You got to process everything that's happened. You have to enjoy getting to know Elise. Now it's going to feel like pressure because they're exclusive.
yeah. And he did say there was a lot of drinking involved in the whole him and Elise thing. So maybe he's thinking without alcohol at this point.
He also could be hungover and just feeling like crap altogether. Been there.
Done that.
Well, Colt's out of the hospital and looking unhealthy as ever.
Yeah. He's in a hotel room now.
He looks like he's 80 years old. He's got a walker, hobbling around. I don't know what to say. The date, the spot on with tacos and mimosas. That is like a dream date for me. That's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
All my favorite things. And you really got to butter her up for what you're about to drop on her, Colt.
Yes.
So where's he been living since his divorce? Because, you know, his mom that he used to live with, Mama Debbie, she met some guy and moved to Canada. So he's not living with her anymore. So what happened after the divorce? You can't go back to Mama.
Well, he's a little bit of a nomad.
Nomad. Oh, I like how you put that spin on it.
Yeah.
Nomad.
He made it sound a little exotic.
He's experiencing nomadism.
Yeah, we would call that.
And he's
just
also
living out
unemployed. He's
yes,
temporarily homeless, which is fine. But he might want his life to be in a little bit better place, maybe before starting a relationship, because you don't want to go into something and have that off power dynamic where if this doesn't work out, I lose my home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
You don't want that added pressure.
Yeah, Courtney just sees it as him. You know, she's glad he's honest, but it's just raining red flags left and right to her.
Whole bouquet of them. That roses, that's like a whole bouquet of red flags. The red roses that Colt gave her. And she's going to need a lot more champagne for this. No, girl, stop on the champagne. Recognize this feeling. It's been empathy. He's a friend of yours. You've been helping care for him. Just move forward with the friendship. And then maybe he gets on his feet, literally and figuratively, and things work out down the road. Don't rush it. He's not in a spot right now.
Slow your roll, girl.
Slow your roll. Just enjoy the friendship and the tacos. Not Colt enjoying Courtney's tacos, but you know what I mean.
The food tacos.
Absolutely. And we're back with toxic Tiffany and Carlo. She is toxic AF. She is so toxic.
She's very manipulative.
And toxic.
Yes.
He really wants to talk to her. He's second guessing things. And she's saying, I'm too kind for what you gave me. That was trash. What you did was trash. She's saying that she gave him no reaction because she wanted to hurt him. Like, she is intentionally doing things to hurt him. That is toxic. Instead of communicating her feelings, she is doing things to hurt his. That is toxic.
That's where it all comes back to, you know, when she was sitting there talking about she's been nothing but honest with people. And I'm like, this whole episode so far, she's not being honest at all. She's doing all of these manipulative things to control his emotions That's not honest.
No, and he's being completely honest. Literally, the day after he hooks up with Elise, he goes to her and then she's like, you're not honest. You're not being honest with yourself, Tiffany. And then she's sitting there saying, I know that we had something in the past. Well, you know what? Time to leave it there. This is toxic. This is just so toxic.
He's just so confused. Like, I'm actually starting to feel a little bit sorry for him because he looks so confused.
Well, I guess we know how to get Carlo. It's basically just tell him. I mean, that's how Elise got him to be exclusive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
He's
true.
You just put him on a leash and lead him wherever you want to take him, but she's abusing him.
Yeah,
and she's admitting it. She's sitting there saying, I'm trying to hurt you. I'm trying to hurt you with my actions. He wasn't trying to hurt her with his actions with Tiffany. He was letting the experience take him where it took him. She was out on a date with somebody else. They're seeing other people. There is no exclusivity. You haven't even kissed yet. Even kissed yet.
Yeah. He just wanted to be honest. Her reaction has not been honest at all. Not one bit.
Those are some red flags, Carlo. Those are some red flags.
Talk about raining them.
Tiffany and Cole, 2025. Woo. Colt. Oh, our Cole. Actually,
Carlo.
Red flags all over the place.
We got Colt and Courtney with red flags. Now we got Tiff and Carlo with red flags.
It's not raining men. It's raining red flags on this
That's
island.
exactly what I was getting ready to say. It's raining red flags everywhere, not men.
So it's interesting. Carlo says that he came here to stop essentially self-sabotaging, to stop getting hung up on those things that have kept him from getting into a relationship in the past. As he is doing something to prevent him being in what seems like a pretty healthy relationship. You know, it's new, it's fast, but him and Elise are hitting it off. She's not verbally abusing him. Yet he is telling the girl who is admitting to him, I'm verbally abusing you. I am doing things and saying things to hurt your feelings, specifically for that point. He's telling her he wants a second chance. Is he self-sabotaging here? He's self-sabotaging something that could be good with Elise because he's not ready for commitment?
I mean, it's a possibility. I mean, he's sitting there telling Tiffany that he, wakes up thinking about her thoughts. He's basically lost without her, he says. And I'm just like, whoa.
That is so codependent. That is not good. Like, you can't be lost without somebody. There's no guarantee. You know this.
Mm-hmm.
You lost your husband. My friend lost her husband. There's no guarantee of forever. Like, you have to be happy within yourself. If you had no sense of self, which is something you've said, you had a strong sense of self because you did have a lot of time with him being on the road to be independent, to be this fabulous D. Can you imagine, though, being like lost without somebody where he's this little puppy dog looking at this toxic Tiffany saying, I don't know what to do without you after 2 weeks?
Maybe that's the kind of woman that he needs, though, is one that tells him exactly what to do.
At the end of the day, though, he doesn't need that because if something happens, well, that's what happens when guys go and get married right after their spouse dies or after a divorce. Like, they just go from one to the next because they don't know what to do without somebody.
Well, I was going to say, Elise and Tiffany both are very strong women, and I'm not surprised at all that he's attracted to both of them because he seems to be like, if this is the way that he looks at things, they're both able to tell him what to do, and that's why he's so confused.
But why not Elise? Because she is not treating him like dirt.
I don't know. I don't know.
That's the self-sabotage. That's why I think he's
maybe. I mean, look, all of the conversations so far that he's having with the other people here at this resort and telling them what he did, nobody has anything nice to say about Elise. I mean, it's just so. I think that's part of why he's rethinking things too, is nobody is supporting a relationship with him and Elise. Everybody is all about him and Tiff.
Bunch of squares on this island. It's like we should be doing hand checks under the blankets at night. Like, I think middle school.
I think
we need chaperones.
I think they need some more of those therapy sessions on the island and less dating. Maybe the therapist should be going on the dates with them.
But then we wouldn't have this good of a show.
I know, but
watching grown-ass people look like they're in middle school.
Yeah, it'd be like a field trip.
Field trip back to 12 years old. And Tiffany's over there going, oh, you hooking up with Elise, that was gross. Ew. No, you know what's gross? The way you are acting. gross. The way you are slut shaming grown ass people for having desires and exploring them when they're single on a place where they're supposed to explore it when they're single. You are gross. That is gross.
Yeah.
Deal with your confidence, deal with your self-esteem problems, and let people live their lives. Putting them down doesn't make you any better.
It's just sad at this point.
It's gross. Ew. Tiffany, your insecurity, it's not a good look. You're a beautiful girl. You have so much to offer. You have such a fun personality. We have seen this amazing, like we were like, oh, best friend Tiffany. Like and she deserves to build her confidence and not to feel this kind of hurt over somebody she's known for a week connecting with somebody else. She deserves that for herself. It's just sad. Tiffany tells Carlo he's not going to disrespect her anymore, which essentially means you have to cut Elise out. And I'm the only person you can get to know now.
Well, I mean, that's kind of what Elise did to him last episode. She wasn't going to do the back and forth stuff. Yeah. She just had, banging him on her side, though. And alcohol, probably. I'm speechless.
No words. These people. So we're going to play a little group game. You have these little paddles and you turn them green for yes, red for no. And the whole group, it's group activity. Yay. Which is getting real awkward because Carlo is straight up ignoring his girlfriend, Elise. And it's not unnoticed. She does the healthy thing and says, I need to have a conversation with him about this.
Mm-hmm. And Rob is confused too. He thinks that him and Jenn had a great date the day before, and ever since they've gotten back, she's been cold to him. She's been with Cole. He thinks that she spent the night with Cole. He doesn't know what's going on. He thought everything was great.
I don't know what's going on either, but her shirt is super cute. It's like this rosebud or something. Very cute. Very fashion forward. So the first question, public sex, yes or no? I'm going to go with a no. What about you, D?
Undecided. I think it would probably it depends on the situation.
All right, just don't do it on the beach because I hear sand gets in weird places.
Yeah, I don't think that would be very comfortable.
For the next question, apparently Rob has done something that Jenn saw that she didn't like.
He's gotten himself on her shit list, and he doesn't even know what it was he did.
Doesn't even know he did something. Did you catch him giving himself a little handshake under a blanket or something?
She doesn't say what it is that she saw that has upset her, but she says that, she thought with their conversations and the things they said the day before that everything was good. And then she saw this and it's making her rethink everything where he's concerned.
It's throwing her right back into Cole's arms.
It has right back.
Was it a slingshot? Did he slingshot her over there?
I mean, that was it was a fast. Yeah, it was a fast catch and throwback. It was like, whoo.
Question 2. Is it okay if oral sex is not reciprocated in your relationship? Yeah, I'm cool with that.
I don't know.
I like to like a lollipop. I love Lil Wayne. Okay, sorry. Next question.
Yeah, I want that favor returned.
Dude's like, I ain't doing all the work.
That's all right.
Work it. Would it matter to you if the only sexual position you had with your partner was missionary? I'm going to say I'll take what I can get.
I'm going to say
it anyway and get it.
It's my least favorite.
Oh, being picky, are we?
I am picky.
I'm just saying beggars can't be choosers for myself. So have you ever done the kangaroo?
The kangaroo.
Usman, the kangaroo in the power bike. He can't even show us what the kangaroo looks like. He's like, I can show you the power bike, but not the kangaroo. Does that have to do with a pouch? Like, which part of the kangaroo? Is it the hopping?
I don't know. I'm still trying to wrap my brain around like what it possibly could mean to
does that have to do with somebody. The boxing?
To kangaroo somebody. I'm going to kangaroo you.
Let's go to the Googles. I don't even want to know what kind of stuff pops up on my Facebook after Googling this. According to Urban Dictionary, the kangaroo position is a sexual position in which the female crouches on the ground and the male crouches higher behind her, giving her anal sex. There is thrusting and hopping. Okay.
Well,
we need a demonstration. Usman, we need a demonstration.
At least for future reference, we know what a kangaroo is now, because I had never heard of it before.
So the power bike, I mean, is he talking about like my electrical bike where I can just and it goes by itself?
I don't know. Or is it a moped, as Tim suggested?
Maybe.
Rob had the best one, though. He's like, I think for us Americans, that's a standing doggy style. But he said, he's like, I just can't even imagine jumping up and stopping in the middle and saying, do you want to do the kangaroo?
Now, I'm going to have to say, with the power bike, the way he was moving his hips, that looked nice. That looked nice.
Yeah, the power bike didn't look bad.
He was moving those hips around. That looked kind of fine. He grabs Jennifer to show.
Illustrate for everybody.
And, of course, Tiffany has to turn this into her being a slut because she has hooked up with 2 guys there, and then she has an ex-boyfriend there, and then a guy picked her to demonstrate. You know, maybe you should have picked Tiffany.
I think we'd have had a lot more fun with Tiffany.
Well, at least it would have kept her from talking shit about somebody again.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
But alas, Jennifer was sitting next to Usman, so I think it was just whoever's closest. I mean, I guess you could have picked the dude beside him, but Jennifer looked good. So Tim says, I'm an old guy. I just like to, lay on my side, kind of spoon and do it that way. And Cole says, well, yeah, I got a little twist on that. It's like the prone or the prawn. It's essentially exactly what Tim likes, except he is
lifting one leg up.
Yeah, he is sitting up instead of laying down, spooning. He's like sitting up. And I want a better way than to demonstrate this on Tim, since it's very similar. It's like a little twist on what Tim likes.
Well, Cole asked if he could, do I pick a girl or a boy? And they're like, either one. And he picks Tim to do the demonstration on.
Well, he doesn't want to get shamed by Tiffany. I mean, honestly, maybe these two are right for each other.
I don't know.
Don't cross any lines here. Don't show on another girl. It's fine. I mean, it was fun. They looked like they were enjoying themselves. Tim, did he have a pager on?
I don't know. I didn't notice that. I was just watching everybody else's reactions.
Maybe he's type 1 diabetic like me and it's insulin pump. I don't know. But
Maybe.
it looked like a insulin pump or a pager. I don't know. It's this right here. If you're on YouTube, you can see it. It looks an awful lot like an insulin pump to me, although it's not one that I can place. It's not Medtronic or T-Slim. Yeah, I don't know.
It could be his phone. I know Rob used to have one that was on his belt like that.
Look at the size of it. And look at this little knob that comes off the top of it. I guess that's the last question.
Yeah, I think so.
Is if you would be okay if you found out that your partner had a past and had same-sex relationships. To me, I mean, the past is the past is the past. He had a girlfriend, as one of my exes told me, I wrestled around with some guys in an apartment in Atlanta and kissed them. I was like, okay, well, you didn't have to tell me that's your past. This is your present. Oh, it's not Rob. It's the guy that dumped me on Rob's birthday.
This group was pretty divided, I think, about 50-50.
It was. It didn't surprise me that Tiffany was like, no, because she doesn't even like the girl competition. I think it'd be too much for her self-esteem.
Yeah, and I think Joe surprising Chantel, he was like, that's same sex is pretty much taboo in Jamaica. So she thought he was going to be a little more open-minded about it. So I think all of it, though, is making her think more seriously about Ashley again.
We better meet Ashley by the end of this. That's all I got to say. All I got to say is we need to be meeting us and Ashley. And it better not be my cousin. That's a lesbian because bitch didn't tell me if that's the case.
Yeah, everything is coming back to Ashley.
Always does. Always does. I want to meet this hot bitch.
I hope they bring her on the show.
I hope so, too. Although maybe she has more sense than most of these people to go on the show. Maybe she's smart like that. So Colt and Cortney are trying to make the best out of the date. All I have to say is Colt is saying, I know I can do better for my life. Well, do better for your life before you go finding the person that you want to share your life with. Figure out what your life is first. Anyway, aside from that, he decides to draw Cortney. And just for fun, Dee and I have both taken, 3 minutes to sketch up our own image of Courtney. Let's just pull up Colt's first. Hold on just a minute. All right. So for everyone watching on YouTube, we see Colt's image. There's a head, a very prominent head, a big head,
a very prominent nose.
I think there's some boobs and maybe some arms like smushing into it. Are there bangs?
Hair. Not much hair.
Not much hair. Okay, so that's Colt's drawing. To go first.
I don't know. Maybe we should do it at the same time.
No.
Okay, I'll go first.
Okay.
Because I already know I can't draw. So here's mine.
It's not bad. That's better than Colt's. Yours has great hair. She has the makeup, the eye makeup. You got that down. The lips. I think she has a more defined chin.
Well, yeah, I was trying to do that and messed it up. So I just rounded it out.
It looks good to me. Yours might win. I thought I was doing pretty well, but I messed up on the eyes and I was using a pencil and I tried to use an eraser. And what I turned out with was probably out of the Blair Witch Project.
What the hell, Lauren? She looks like a ghost. Like you were drawing a ghost.
Because she's on white paper.
Oh my goodness.
It's bad, y'all. It's so bad.
Twist it up a little bit more. I don't think they can see it. It went out of the frame.
It was starting so good. And then...
I think Colt might have done a better job than you, Lauren.
Y'all, it's terrible. It's terrible.
It looks like one of those miniature heads that where you see people purchase that have like strings of hair hanging out of a skull or something.
All right, hold up your picture. Let's have them all on the same screen. All right. So, channel surfers, what do you think? Vote in the comments. Cole, Lauren, or Dee's picture. I'm going to vote for D.
Thank you. And I didn't even think I could draw.
I thought I could. I don't know. The Things of Nightmares. That's what I just drew. The Things of Nightmares. So Cortney agrees to hang out in Mexico and help take care of Colt while he recovers, which, to be fair, if the 90 Day Fiancé production is paying for this, why the heck not? Go for it.
That's exactly what I thought when I was watching that part of the scene. I was like, well, if TLC, is it TLC?
Yeah.
If they're paying for it, heck yes, I'd stay another 2 weeks too.
Let's do that. Shh. Okay. Anyway, I also really quickly drew a picture. I forgot to give her eyebrows, but this is a lot better than the first one. Still.
If you say so. A little bit.
Here's the eyebrows. Okay, there. Dang.
Sure, the eyebrows made a world of difference.
Let me remind you about picture one.
It's better than picture one.
Once I screwed up on the erasing part. Anyway, so yeah, Courtney, you want to come hang out with me? I spent all this time drawing you too. I drew you twice.
It's no Jack and
She
Rose.
said all the time and effort that Colt put into this.
It was no Jack and Rose.
It wasn't. I should get Jake to draw her.
He might do a better job than both of us.
Maybe. Tells Elise that he is choosing Tiffany. She did know that he had feelings for Tiffany. This is true. He had been coming to her, telling her this, which may be a reason that you should have pumped the brakes on jumping into this with him. To be fair, he was telling you during the conversation where you became exclusive that last night it was Tiffany and today it's you. But he's saying that he thinks Tiffany is the more mature person. What aren't we seeing?
No, unless it was, she was really she had some really crazy moments at the beginning of the season with her reaction to Rob over the whole 3 thing, remember? With everybody getting the 3s across the board. So he might have been thinking of that. I don't know.
Elise needs to slow things down. She needs to get to know people better before she goes all in. I think that's the biggest mistake I'm seeing because she seems like a fun girl. She seems nice. She just has this idea of what this person is and falls in love with that idea of them instead of slowing down, listening to what they're saying, getting to know them.
Yeah, but she said something interesting, because he was saying, he shouldn't have slept with her. That was a mistake. And she's like, so what about the second time and the multiple times after that? So
yeah, what about all those other times we banged? It wasn't just one time drunk night. We've been getting down on it.
That's right. This was not a one-time thing like he told Tiffany.
Or did it happen after he got back from Tiffany's?
I don't know. But he's not been honest with Tiffany at all about how many times he's slept with Elise.
This guy doesn't want something serious.
This guy's all over the place right now.
Wants people to think he's available, but he wants to go after the person that he knows he'll have a reason to break up with eventually because they live far away, because she has children. He's already setting up all these reasons to fail with Tiffany, and he's given a reason to fail with Elise. Elise, just slow your roll, get to know these guys. Don't try to be their girlfriend instantaneously. Like, make them show to you who they are first. Like, make sure they're worthy.
Poor girl.
I know. That man doesn't know what he wants. You don't want a man that doesn't know what he wants.
I mean, she was upset. She's crying and stuff. I mean.
Well, and he like gave her a teddy bear and
said it represented their future or something like that.
Gross.
Like, she throws it at him as he's going out the door. Take the teddy bear with you.
It's been a couple of weeks. Let's calm down. Let's calm our tits. Well, I hope Carlo ends up with Tiffany, because I'm going to tell you right now, he is picking her because he's not ready for something, and he has already identified reasons that this could fail. So,
good possibility.
And she is never going to let him live down sleeping with Elise. She will hold that over his head and shame him for that their entire relationship. She won't get past it, even though he did nothing wrong. Anyway, just my 2 cents. Chantel comes out to Tim, and Tim is awesome about it. He says, there's nothing wrong with you. You are an amazing person. Basically, like, live your true self. She's afraid of how her being bisexual will affect her relationships with her family, with her church. If that's really who you are, and these people who have loved you and supported you your whole life don't accept you, that just shows that that connection with them was superficial the whole time. I mean, if you really love somebody, you love them.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
exactly.
I can't imagine not loving my kid for any reason and not supporting my kid.
No.
As long as he's not hurting other people.
But, her conversation with Tim really kind of gives her the confidence to go ahead and move forward with her feelings for Ashley, which I thought was great.
And I think her family will be supportive as long as the person treats her right, makes her happy, and isn't her ex that they hid. I can't imagine, though, having this realization at 38, having lived, I mean, I'm 41, like, to have that kind of self-discovery later in life.
Well, she said it was kind of exclusive to this particular girl, that she still liked men and sex with men, that,
it's like pansexual. She has a connection with this one person.
Right.
You know what? You only live once. You're 38. You're going to realize that sooner or later. Just explore it. I want you to be happy, Chantel.
We want you to be happy, Chantel.
I don't think Joe's going to do it for you. That little kid.
Mm-mm.
So Chantel gets on FaceTime with Ashley. We finally get to see her Ashley, and they look so cute together. They're just kind of like beaming. And she has been friends with Chantel, knows Chantel, kissed Chantel before Chantel went on the show. Chantel tells her, yeah, I kissed another girl here, but I can't stop thinking about you. How is it that Ashley understands how dating works, and she's not even on the dating show, but the people on the show don't get it?
I don't know. I have no idea. But Ashley is thrilled because Chantel is telling her that when she gets back, she wants to move forward in a relationship with her.
And then she's like, how do we have sex? Wait, maybe we should go on a date first.
Yeah.
She all in her head, all excited about this new relationship. It's the most excitement I think we've seen from anybody about a relationship.
Yeah. And did you notice, like, they were doing the little clips of different people in their rooms and stuff? Did you notice, I am pretty sure that I saw Courtney had a pillow with Colt's face on it. She did, right?
She did. She said she could bring that with her, but it might cause some drama.
Oh, my goodness. Okay. I just wanted to make sure I saw what I thought I saw.
That man has game. That's all I got to say. He's a gamer. He's got game. Said it from the beginning.
Mm-hmm. You have.
Ashley is adorable. I hope Chantel doesn't eat her alive. I mean, you know what I mean. So we're at a little cocktail hour with everybody, and Courtney finally cuts bait with Usman.
Yep, she's finally going to tell him Thank goodness. Poor Usman. I actually felt sorry for him.
He said that this is the first time he's felt that way, but he's been divorced twice, I think. Or no, divorced once, broken up. Anyway, he's had a few relationships.
Did he cry?
He did. She did. He did.
Yeah,
there was a lot of tears.
I don't know what it is between this show and Big Brother. He's crying all the time.
Yeah, I'm just not that in touch with my emotions either.
Apparently, I'm not either.
It's the Prozac. Good. I'm glad that she is letting Usman go. I think she's been very unclear with him. This would have been a lot more fair if she didn't tiptoe around his feelings.
Yeah. I really thought they were going to go somewhere, honestly. It would have been interesting to see what happened if Colt hadn't broke his leg.
Well, it'll be interesting to see what happened now that he did. And considering this guy doesn't even know what his life looks like, he's still figuring it out. They figure it out together now. It's just, it doesn't seem like a healthy base for a relationship, but to each their own.
Exactly.
I just feel like when you want to meet somebody, you should be in a good headspace and know who you are and feel good about yourself. Like, you should be living a good life before you bring somebody into your life. But I'm old, so I don't know. But they're around my age. I don't know. All these people is confusing me.
Yeah, I just give up altogether. Like, I don't even try.
I know it's Tuesday, but they have turned my brain into mush, just trying to figure them out. They've got to be exhausted.
This has been one of the more exhausting episodes emotionally. I mean, there's just a lot going on this episode. It has been very good.
So Usman is talking to Tiffany and says, I loved Courtney, and I think she's choosing Colt. And Tiffany is giving props to Courtney for telling him. Okay, well, first of all, Tiffany, she's had this whole dang retreat to figure out who she wanted. She's been waffling back and forth. She's been leading Usman on, trying to let him down easy, a lot less clear than Jenn, who's telling Cole that's in love with her, I'm trying to figure things out. We're not exclusive. Let's go sit down with a therapist and realize that we're here to date multiple people. That was way more clear and honest than what we saw from Courtney. Not that I'm saying either of them did anything wrong, but I don't know how Courtney's getting some moral high ground in comparison to Jenn.
Oh no. Tiffany I don't know. One minute she seems like she doesn't like Jenn, and then you'll see them together and they'll be acting like they're friends. And I'm just like, I don't know.
I guess whatever suits her narrative for the time.
Apparently.
And even though Tiffany had all this admiration for Courtney, as soon as Courtney tells her, like, maybe you should talk to Elise, and then she feels bad for Elise, and then she gets up to go talk to Elise, Courtney does, Tiffany just flips and is talking shit about Courtney, saying she's blah, 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 and she just doesn't understand. Courtney absolutely understands, and she puts it so eloquently to Elise. Tiffany is acting like she's in high school.
Yeah, I thought Courtney explained it the best way possible because she understands. She's been in the same position as Cole. She feels bad for Carlo. Sorry.
This is so toxic. This is so toxic.
She thinks Carlo has feelings for both of them, and he probably does.
Now, Elise says, look, just let them talk. I should probably go talk to Tiffany, but I'm going to let them talk first because Carlo is over there like a puppy dog drooling all over Tiffany. Elise is handling this so maturely.
Yes, she is. Because she wants to talk to Tiffany.
What a 180 from her crap with Rob early on.
I know. Maybe she's got some Prozac.
Did she steal it out of Tiffany's room? Tiffany's losing it. She is spiraling. She sees Elise looking over. She's like, is she looking at you? No, she's looking at you, bitch. Like, you're over there talking shit about her, calling her trash, which Carlo is telling her.
Yeah.
She's looking at you like, does that bitch have two heads? Because she looked crazy. It's not a good look, Tiffany. You're not a good look. You've got the man. Why do you have to be like this to Elise? Why not be graceful?
Yeah, she's like
she's got some big insecurities.
She's big butt hurt over something, like big time. I haven't quite been. I think Courtney hit it. I think Courtney said that she's bruised Tiffany's ego.
I think somebody bruised Tiffany's
the whole
ego
situation
before she got
with
here
Elise and Carlo.
because she's been acting this way the whole time. So Tiffany and Elise, they're having a little chit chat and everybody gets involved here. We see a few people taking Tiffany's side. I think they're probably just afraid to not be on her side.
I mean, this group really ganged up on Elise as far as I'm concerned. And it wasn't any of their businesses.
Tiffany's dating 3 guys. Like, what? Are we just going to like every guy here and nobody else can date them? Is that how it works? You haven't kissed this guy. You've been on a date with this guy, but everybody has to have a discussion with you before they decide to have feelings now.
I mean, this gang up is so bad that it kind of forces Elise to feel like she needs to apologize just to have the conversation because they're being so mean to her. I mean, that one girl just told her straight to her face, well, but that's because you are trash. I mean, and this was a filler person. Like, I've never even seen this person on the show before.
She's trash, but who are you? At least she's something.
And then there's another filler person that is, what do you got to say about it?
For Tiffany to sit there and say, I haven't said anything bad about anybody. I haven't talked behind anyone's back. Oh, you mean like calling Elise trash behind her back to Carlo? You didn't do that? Did I see that on camera? Or am I just imagining that happened earlier this episode?
That's what I saw happening. It was very hypocritical what she was saying to her.
Like, bitch, you just did that. You just did that. What are you going to sit here and scream to everybody that you didn't do that? You absolutely have. You have been talking more smack than anyone here this whole time. So Elise lets her know the full detail. Like, she wasn't going to talk to Elise. She was just going to be happy that this guy came running back to her, Carlo, and just trust what he had to say. And Elise is like, look, this guy was bringing me breakfast. We were hooking up multiple nights, multiple times.
Bro.
Like Carlo said, I guess I left that one out. I guess I forgot.
I forgot.
I hate when that happens.
I mean, that is such a big detail. I don't know how you can sit there and say, oh, well, I guess I left that out. I forgot.
He was probably drinking too much. He just didn't remember. He knew exactly what he was doing.
Oh, yeah. He was hoping those two wouldn't talk.
Tiffany says she's done with Carlo now, but I feel like her ego isn't going to get rid of Carlo. I think she will continue to drag him along and shame him for exploring other relationships just so she feels like she has somebody interested in her. That's where I see this going.
She's going to make him beg again.
Yeah, she is. He's not going to forget that he started exploring other relationships on a show that was all about exploring other relationships when a girl he had been on a date with and hadn't even kissed got mad at him.
Honestly, I mean, he slept with Elise. I think he should have a little more allegiance to her.
Well, I'm glad he picked the mature one.
Yeah, me too.
Let's be real. It's all a matter of perspective, though. If you are in elementary school, then Tiffany would be very mature. I mean, look at her. She wears a bra. She has boobs. She dates boys. She has crushes. Dear diary. So, I mean, yeah, I think for maybe elementary schoolers, she's a very mature human being.
Okay. Yeah, that
and
makes
speaking
sense.
of matter of perspective, we know what Jenn saw that she didn't like about Rob.
And I think that her reaction has kind of been over the top about it.
Absolutely.
But she saw Mai coming out of Rob's room after they had the date. So she has confronted Mai at this house party. And May's like, we're just friends. I was over there playing dominoes. And Cole is like,
when some people go to play Mario Kart, they actually go to play Mario Kart. If I was going to play Mario Kart with somebody, I would be playing Mario Kart. It wouldn't have turned into your version of Mario Kart. I would have just been bombing them with turtle shells. I mean,
so Chantel wants to get to the bottom of it. So she just calls Rob over, come over here for a minute. And he goes over and he finally realizes why she's been so cold to him. And he's sitting there telling her, we were just playing dominoes, hanging out. She's my friend. She's cool. I like her, And he finally points out to Cole, he's like, are you watching this? Are you seeing this? Because this behavior she's clearly jealous.
she is.
Yeah. Very good point.
And do you really want somebody, Cole, who is choosing you because it's not working out with someone else? And Rob, do you want somebody who chooses you when it doesn't work out? She's flip-flopping between the two of them. Neither of them are right for her. And as soon as one does something wrong, she falls back into the arms of the other one.
Yeah.
Well, you already decided that one did something wrong. So why are you going back?
I don't know, but this is
Not
about
different.
to start a physical fight between the two guys. And Cole's not going to go toe to toe with him. He's going to stand on something to make himself tower over Rob a little bit more, which I thought was hilarious.
No, I think Cole's tall.
I know he is, but he stood up on something else to get in his face because he went from one level to a higher level.
Right. I think he was stepping down. I think that Rob was up on a patio. So I think he stepped onto the patio with Rob, like a deck. I think there was a deck.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
And he stepped onto the deck with him. But yeah, I know that Cole, he's got some height. I'm going to take Rob in this fight, though. I think Rob is scrappy. I think Rob, he looks like he's wrestled or could box or something. I don't know. I think Rob looks like he's physical, and I think he could snap this guy like a pretzel.
Yeah, I'm putting my money on Rob. Cole does not manifest anything within me that says he knows how to fight, has ever fought, or anything else. And Rob looks like somebody who's going to get it done. So I would take him very serious, and I would not be picking a fight with him one bit.
Rob is the only one that makes sense in this whole show. He's the only one that makes sense.
Yeah.
Him and Tim.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
yeah.
Except for the whole like jumping on Elise thing and taking his friendship.
I was surprised that Tim did that with him being, because he's friends with Elise too. So I don't know why he would jump on her like that and say, well, he
thought he had feelings for Elise though. So this may be one of those, she didn't pick me. Here's a good chance to
That's true.
knock her while she's down.
That's true. I just thought that was not cool at all. All of those people ganging up on her like that. I mean, she's not my favorite person on the show, but to gang up on her like that was completely uncalled for. And Courtney said another thing. She was like, the blame needs to be put where it deserves, which is on Carlo instead of the girls fighting with each other.
There really should be nothing to fight about.
No, it's the show. It's what the show's about. That's what you're there for.
And it would be boring without it. Well, another week of 90-Day Hunt for Love in the books. This is a train wreck. This is a total train wreck, and I can't stop watching it.
I know. Me either. I would think at this point it would be less of a train wreck, but it seems to be as we're winding down towards the end of the season, it's getting worse.
It's like somebody didn't warn the other trains that there was a collision on the tracks, and now they're all just running into that.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's good. I can't wait for the next episode.
Now, I think I saw or heard a little rumor. Is Sister Wives coming up next month? Are we back on Sister Wives?
It might be because my daughter has started watching it and she keeps talking about it. So I haven't went and looked to see if it's officially back, but I think we definitely should cover it if it comes back.
Oh, we will. We will.
Yeah. Yeah.
We kind of started on that
with the
Poly
recaps.
Family, which did get canceled. It is not coming back for a second season.
I didn't think it would.
Mm-mm.
And then we covered the recaps with Sister Wives. We covered all of those episodes at the end. Yes.
Yeah. And we are both longtime watchers of Sister Wives since like the very beginning. So yeah, I'm excited for that. I think that Love is Blind is coming out, which I love Love is Blind. So does
I've
Liz.
never watched that one.
Where's Liz? I might be able to drag her into it. I think that's coming out in October. And of course, we're still doing the Big Brother. So I'll be back tomorrow with Big Brother. Be back Thursday with Big Brother. It's an interesting season. He's been watching it too. What do you think, Dee? Who's your favorite Big Brother player?
Oh my gosh. I really like Will. Will is one of my favorite ones. And I think he is getting under the radar a lot, which I think is going to be good because I think he's a much bigger player than people are paying attention to.
That's a good point. I like Ava.
Yeah, I like Ava.
I love watching Rachel Riley play because she's just so she plays because she plays. I like watching Keanu play because he plays.
Yeah, I felt a little bad for Rachel after the last eviction. And I think that, it was like an aha moment. Like she has finally realized she doesn't really have the votes in the house I think that she thought she might have. So that's an interesting kind of twist.
Well, it's a different game than the game she played. It's a different game than the game I grew up on. Anyway, I will talk more about that tomorrow. Channel Surfers, thanks for listening. Make sure you like and subscribe, follow. We're on YouTube, TikTok, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Facebook, Instagram. We're all over the place. So come join us. come ride these TV waves with us. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.
Let's ride.